Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. Vlad here. NBA Finals are set. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors. The trilogy, the grudge match, the rubber match, the match of all matches to see who is the big dog. On one side, you have the Cavs, who have LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and on the other side, you have the Golden State Warriors, who have KD, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. It's gonna be what people think is gonna be an epic matchup. I'm gonna give you the prediction that I see going forward. Just a quick breakdown of both teams. You know who has the edge in what. Cleveland Cavaliers have the edge in physicality in terms of LeBron, Tristan Thompson. Even sometimes Kyrie Irving could be very physical. In terms of shooting, the Golden State Warriors have a huge edge in shooting on and off the bench, I would say. Benches, both wise, Cleveland, you could say, may have a little bit better of a bench since guys have more roles that are defined. While the Golden State Warriors bench, they still have Iguodala, they still have Livingston, but at times, especially when it's crunch time, the bench doesn't necessarily play that well at all times. So we'll say it's about even. Superstars, Golden State has 4, Cleveland has 2. But you know, Cleveland has the best player in the world versus the Golden State Warriors, who have back 2 MVPs on their team. So how does this matchup play out? How does everything go? Golden State Warriors have home court advantage, which home court advantage is somewhat important, but both teams have proven that they can win on the road. Both teams are pretty decent road teams. Golden State especially, they're a very good road team, even though they had a lot of injuries. Now, if you look at both teams in their playoff runs, they haven't really been challenged that much because San Antonio Spurs, Kawhi Leonard got hurt, and before that, in the first round for the Golden State Warriors, Nurkic was hurt, and then in the Utah series, George Hill was hurt. Now you might say, well, these guys aren't really important or whatever, George Hill and stuff like that, but you know, when Kawhi Leonard went down, they were down like 23 points, and then they came back to win the game. So that could change the complexion. Maybe they don't go 12-0. Same thing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland, besides the Pacers, had a relative cakewalk to the NBA Finals because the Pacers gave them a little bit of a scare, and then Kyle Lowry got an ankle injury. They dispatched of the Toronto Raptors, and then Isaiah Thomas went down for the Boston Celtics. Even though Boston Celtics won one game, it's not necessarily saying that they're better without him. A lot of people are saying they're better without him, which is a farce. My prediction for the NBA Finals is the Golden State Warriors will win in 6 games. I think everything is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting in the beginning. We're going to get maybe some close games in the beginning, but essentially the Golden State Warriors are going to put their imprint on the game. I don't think they're going to necessarily worry about what LeBron and Kyrie are going to do because those guys do what they got to do, but the added player of Kevin Durant is crazy, and that replaces Harrison Barnes. So essentially, you're just taking out a guy that couldn't hit one shot in Game 7. I don't even think he scored in Game 7, basically. And you're adding Kevin Durant, who religiously scores 30 points per game. Last time Kevin Durant was in the NBA Finals, he averaged about 29, 30 points a game against the Miami Heat. So this Cleveland defense does not have the Heat defense. The Heat defense was much better, and he was averaging 30. So what do you think he's going to average against this Cleveland team? It's going to be a real crazy matchup in terms of LeBron and KD, but at the end of the day, it's going to be about team play. And right now, I feel like the Golden State Warriors have superior team play. Now, the thing about the Cavs, which is crazy, is they have guys that rally around LeBron. So LeBron's going to do his best to keep him engaged, keep scoring, making the passes. But with Golden State's length, with their athleticism, with their youth, and just the sheer factor that everybody's healthy on their side, and they have lost a 3-1 lead, I don't think they're going to blow this NBA Finals. I think they're going to take it very seriously. They're not going to let their emotions get ahead of them. They have reference experiences. They have the reference experience of blowing an NBA Finals, so now they know they can't take it easy with this NBA Finals at all. They automatically know, okay, we have to be serious. We have to come in business-like we can't take anything for granted. We can't take any games for granted. We can't allow ourselves to get blown out. In last year's finals, every game was a double-digit blowout except for Game 7. So I think the Warriors are going to understand that. They're going to take care of the ball. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to try their best to recreate what got them to the finals, which is physical basketball. Cleveland Cavaliers are going to try to recreate what got them the championship, physical basketball. They're going to resort to tactics. And I think Steve Kerr is going to point that out. Look, this is what he did to get in your head. These guys are talking smack to you. These guys are shoving you around. I think Golden State is going to be extra physical just for that simple fact that the referees, like they did last year, are going to let them play. They are going to let them be physical. And I don't think that Golden State is going to play a finesse game that everybody's been talking about. One thing about Golden State, they're very sound defensively. And if you allow them to play physically and they know that's how it's going to be played, then you're going to be in trouble. Same thing with Cleveland. They're somewhat sound defensively, but their physicality is what necessarily makes them steamroll teams. And I think Golden State is going to understand that. They're going to play them very, very physically. They're going to trap Kyrie. They're going to trap LeBron, get the ball out of their hands. And they're going to make some other guys playmakers that aren't used to being playmakers. And we haven't mentioned the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is Stephen Curry is not injured. So the first year they won the championship in 2015, he didn't play well. It was his first time there. You could kind of understand. First time, you don't know what to expect. Next time went to the finals, he had a knee injury. Nobody wanted to admit that. This time in the finals, we're gonna see what he drops. But now he has a little help in Kevin Durant. So I think all that offensive pressure for him to carry the load and score and jack a bunch of threes, that's diminished quite greatly. And we're gonna see a free Stephen Curry. And we're going to see one hell of a finals, but I got the Golden State Warriors winning in 6 games. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.